I know I'm late with the video, but the latest chapter of Choujin X is pretty exciting, and actually, it's great to see that everyone from Tokyo, Azuma, and Ellie, they're actually increasing their abilities and their Choujin powers. And it's great to see how the training is developing other characters, such as characters who are very more developed within their powers, like Momoma and Simon, and how they're continuously increasing their strength and their abilities as well. And it was pretty great thing about this chapter was also Simon's backstory and his history and his character, and actually see the mindset of Simon. And of course, he is falling to the traditional shonen trope, as in a person wants revenge for the murder of his family, and we all seen it before. But Simon's story is really interesting because he's not just the only survivor in the stories. They said that he is the few who survived from his clan, so that's a positive. Plus, too, to see that his clan or his family members are a huge factor of being heroes for Choujin during the Great War, while they help assist defeating the bad Choujins, but also too their powers were developing, and it was passed down to generation and generations and generations. And it kind of indicates that once the Choujin has its powers, it can either pass down to its offsprings, because I believe that Momoma's dad has the power of strength as well, and it passed down to her, just like how Simon, his whole clan members of Choujins are all sword Choujins, and they all pass down their legacy to them as well, which understands the tattoos that he has all over his body. But the sad part about this chapter was seeing the death of his clan members, because just seeing him as a kid and seeing him around dead bodies, while the masked man, all buffed up and with two faces, is literally holding headless bodies of just his clan members, as he's just laughing at Simon, saying that, oh, you think you're going to be strong enough to defeat me? You think you're going to be a hero? And all of a sudden, you just see Simon just having continuously PTSD moments of like this fatal night, seeing all of his family and friends all die in front of his face and around him, and having continuously PTSD moments and nightmares continuously with the whole masked man murdering the family, and also to laughing at him. And it was just a real horror scene, and understanding the pain of Simon, of how he just wants to be in getting revenge on the masked man, because that's his whole purpose, is to get revenge of the masked man for ruining his whole entire life, especially too at a young age. So understanding Simon's point of view of why he wants to become a keeper and why he's so tough on Azuma, you kind of have an understanding of like why Simon is what he is. But it's also great to see how Simon, how it's kind of like he kind of shows respect to Tokyo, because you see him training hard. And even after the fact that everyone is sleeping, he's just walking around at late at night. He sees Tokyo. He's trying to build his ability to actually try to fly. And also too, he sees that Tokyo is getting stronger and stronger, and he tries to help him out. He gives Tokyo points of views like, hey, maybe just try to learn combat skills before you even learn how to fly, because of the fact that it will help you beneficiary, because you're lacking on combat skills. But Tokyo is just like, I'll do what I want to do best and everything else. And you can just see that Simon, he just give him a fruit to make sure that he stays hydrated, because if Tokyo continues to train harder and harder and harder, he's gonna pretty much eventually die and exhaust himself. And so you can just see that Simon is looking out for Tokyo, which was a really great scene to see. But also too, seeing Tokyo, how he's able to develop and learning his skills slowly but surely within 7 days, because when he started the training, he turned into his beast personification into the whole vulture form of the Choujin. But now after 7 days, he's able enough to transform certain body parts. of his vulture form, and because he was able to transform to both of his arms instead of his whole body. And then we can also see Azuma, he's developing his skills as well, because when he first started to train, it started going berserk, even when he was trying to change his handcuffs to knives. And then all of a sudden Simon had to use his psycho share to calm Azuma down, knocking him out, and to the point where in the past 7 days, Azuma, he's able to get like the basic of his transformation, but also the fundamentals of his Choujin powers and how he's able to transform. And it sucks that Simon, after the whole 7 days, or how many days has it been, Simon decides to leave early, and everyone was just like, man, that's a ripoff. Because now all of a sudden the bad guys, they're actually arriving to the island to cause mayhem and destruction. So this is going to be an interesting fight, because now Ellie, she's going to probably get the second round of the Smoke Man versus Ellie, because Ellie, she's been developing new abilities as well, and her trainer is really getting pissed off at her because all of her techniques and everything is very indecency. Because one of her new abilities that she's able to do with her smoke Choujin powers is creating smoke that's a shape as a poop. And the whole time you can just see the trainer is just literally just roasting her, calling her nasty and everything else. And everyone is just like, girl, are you really serious? You really are making techniques and stuff that just kind of like reminds you of poop and stuff. So it was just very, very interesting to see. But Ellie's young, so of course she's going to be thinking of like, immature stuff like that. But anyways, the bad guys, they're on their way to the island. They actually arrived because Azuma, he actually went into the ocean and he was trying to swim, minding his own business, and then he runs into the villain, the lady villain that we have saw in the last chapter after we got her introduction. And we see that she actually is right in front of Azuma, and she just says that, oh, so you're the guy who has that Choujin power. As Azuma, he is just staring, and he knows that he is scared because he knows that this lady automatically is dangerous. And then the chapter just ends while both of them are just staring at each other, while it seems like the lady, she's transforming and activating her Choujin powers, which is really going to be interesting because Azuma is going to be fighting against this lady, but also too seeing the bad guys. They're all going to be in this island, so we're going to see what abilities and team ups we're going to see as, all of the heroes are facing against the villains and what they're going to be able to do, especially with their new training. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section what you guys do feel about this chapter. What's your guys' favorite moment? If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I do apologize if I seem drowsy. I'm just exhausted at this moment, but hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.